Cyril Ramaphosa, Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi, Sensou Mchunu, Shadrach Sibiya. Four names now colliding at the heart of South Africa's greatest police corruption scandal, and in just days, their fates will be tested inside the Brigitte Mabandla Justice College in Pretoria. The Madlanga Commission of Inquiry is about to begin, and the first witness stepping forward will be none other than KwaZulu-Natal's Police Commissioner, Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi. For viewers new to this story, here's the background. President Cyril Ramaphosa established the Madlanga Commission earlier this year to investigate explosive allegations of corruption, criminal syndicates, and political interference within the South African Police Service. The decision came after years of mounting pressure, whispers of hit squads, and suspicions that powerful hands were protecting killers and silencing justice. What sparked the firestorm was Mkhwanazi's own testimony in July. He accused Police Minister Sensou Mchunu and Deputy Commissioner Shadrach Sibiya of deliberately disbanding the special task team investigating political killings. He claimed criminal networks with political connections were shielded and that those who stood against this interference were threatened, sidelined, or silenced. His words lit the fuse that has now led to this week's historic showdown. The first public hearing begins on September 17, 2025. Inside the Brigitte Mabandla Justice College, the country will watch Mkhwanazi take the stand. His testimony is expected to last 3 to 4 days, maybe even longer, as he unpacks files, names, and allegations that could shake South Africa's justice system to its core. But why does this matter so much? Because for years, families in KwaZulu-Natal have buried fathers, mothers, sons, and daughters murdered in political violence. More than 120 case dockets of political killings remain unresolved. And yet, the man who once led the fight to bring justice claims the very leadership of SAPS itself was working to bury the truth. Mkhwanazi's decision to go public was not without risk. He knew the dangers. South Africa's history is filled with whistleblowers who paid with their lives. Yet he chose to speak. He chose to risk his career, his safety, and perhaps even more, because he believed the rot inside SAPS had become too deep to ignore. And now, for the first time, his words will not echo in the media alone. They will be tested, challenged, and recorded inside a commission with the full eyes of the nation watching. If Mkhwanazi can prove his claims, it will not only put senior officials in jeopardy, but could also implicate entire political networks. Already, questions are being whispered in communities across South Africa. Was the political killings task team truly disbanded to protect the guilty? Did senior SAPS leaders knowingly hand criminal syndicates a shield of immunity? And if so, who ordered it and why? The implications reach far beyond police corruption. At stake is the credibility of President Cyril Ramaphosa himself. He appointed Sensou Mchunu as Minister of Police. He defended the SAPS leadership. If this commission confirms widespread rot, it could become a political earthquake powerful enough to shake the ANC to its knees ahead of the next election. But for ordinary South Africans, this is not just about politics. It's about the mother in Umlotsi who still waits for justice after her son was gunned down for supporting the wrong political faction. It's about the taxi driver in Pietermaritzburg who knows police protection depends more on connections than on the Constitution. It's about the student in Durban who no longer believes the law protects the innocent. The Madlanga Commission promises answers, but South Africans have been here before. The Zondo Commission revealed state capture in shocking detail, yet many of its findings still gather dust. Will Madlanga be different? Will it lead to prosecutions, firings, reforms, or will it be another expensive spectacle? The numbers alone are staggering. The Commission has been given nearly R148 million to carry out its work this year. Investigators, lawyers, ICT teams, and security are all on standby. Witness protection units have been activated. It is one of the most expensive commissions in years, and all of it now hinges on whether Mkhwanazi's story holds up under cross-examination. Public trust is on a knife's edge. South Africans are angry, suspicious, and tired of endless promises. And that's what makes this week so dangerous and so powerful. A nation's faith in justice will be tested in real time, streamed across televisions, radios, and social feeds. Can you imagine what will happen if, Mkhwanazi produces undeniable proof, documents, recordings, or testimony that shows SAPS leadership covered up killings. How would your community respond if the very people sworn to protect you were exposed as protectors of criminals instead? At the same time, what if Mkhwanazi's claims collapse under scrutiny? What if the commission finds contradictions, missing evidence, or political motives behind his accusations? Would South Africans believe SAP's leadership has been vindicated, or would suspicion run deeper than ever? The drama is heightened by the players involved. Ramaphosa, who needs stability as his party faces fierce opposition. Mchunu, a veteran minister now accused of betrayal. Sibiya, a deputy commissioner accused of shielding the corrupt. And Mkhwanazi, the commissioner who dared to challenge them all. Each has everything to lose. The commission's setting also matters. The Brigitte Mabandla Justice College in Pretoria is not just another courtroom, it's a symbolic venue for training and justice. For the first time, its halls will echo with the voices of those exposing what could be one of South Africa's darkest chapters. The timeline is also unforgiving. In just a few days, testimony will begin, and the clock will start ticking. 3 to 4 days of Mkhwanazi's evidence could stretch into weeks if new names or documents emerge. Every day will bring new headlines, new debates, and new questions about who knew what and when. Ordinary South Africans are bracing. On social media, hashtags like #MkhwanaziBombshell and #Madlanga Commission are already trending. In taxis, taverns, and churches, people are talking about whether this is finally the moment justice wins, or just another show. The stakes could not be higher. If the commission uncovers proof of criminal syndicates inside SAPS, it could trigger suspensions, prosecutions, and resignations at the highest levels. But if it stalls, fails, or drags on without resolution, South Africans may turn their backs on the entire justice system once and for all. So, as the nation counts down to September 17th, one question echoes: will this commission reveal the rot, or bury it deeper? And when the first words leave Mkhwanazi's mouth on the witness stand, South Africa will know whether this is the beginning of justice, or another chapter of despair. If you believe the truth must come out, hit that like button right now. Share this story with your friends, your family,